Ibrahim Abdul, challenging the candidate of APC in the just concluded primaries for Bwari Area Council. Well, he claimed to be a member of the party, but the record we have obtained, his name does not appear in the record as a member, because there was a revalidation and registration of membership. Checked all our records. There was no such name from Bwari Area Council as a member of our party. He is saying the candidate of APC did not, fill in the relevant portions. That is, and then he is also alleging that the candidate of APC did not resign his appointment before, contesting for primary. And we're challenging that anyway, because we do know, though that is the matter before the court, to show that our candidate resigned. He resigned, and there are documents to that effect. So we believe the action is just a frivolous action, file, calculated to, we believe a political party is behind, another political party is behind this action, just to see that can pave way for them to have a... No, he was a staff of the area council, Bwari Area Council.
That is not correct. See, if you study section 31 sub 5 of the Electoral Act, it is very clear that anybody that has knowledge that a candidate in an election has presented false information or document to INEC can approach any of the high courts for an order disqualifying such a candidate from contesting an election. Anybody has the power, anybody has the right under the Electoral Act to do, and the Electoral Act directs its validity from the Constitution itself. And we all know that is the law, the operative law, as far as election matters are concerned in Nigeria. So anybody that is saying that because you are not a candidate in an election, you cannot challenge a candidate who has submitted false information, who are giving INEC false documents, that is a lie. A lot of matters have come, even up to the Supreme Court, that anybody can take up such an action. And then to clarify issues, there are two cases, just like I've mentioned. Ibrahim Abdul is against the candidate of APC, Haruna Shekoza. Haruna Shekoza, by the Electoral Act, is supposed to resign his appointment as a civil servant working with the Bwari Area Council, an appointment that was given to him by the Area Council Service Commission 30 days before participating in the election. Now, he resigned his appointment within the period of 2 weeks, and he started participating in the election. That is one of our grounds challenging him, that is not qualified to contest this election because he did not resign. If you look at the processes the council to APC has filed, he is saying that Shekoza Haruna refunded 1 month's salary in lieu of notice. If you look at the Electoral Act, it's very clear. There's nothing like 1 month's salary in lieu of notice. It is very clear, resignation or nothing else. It is not an issue of employer-employee relationship in conventional issues. This is an election matter that is strict, sui generis. So the issue of he resigned, he paid money in lieu of notice does not count. Once you have not met up with the requirement of the law, it is clear. And the Electoral Act emphasizes on the word shall. Shall. That is compulsory, it's peremptory, it's mandatory. So he's not. And then talking about the second matter that was filed against the chairmanship candidate of the PDP and his vice. If you look at their own, it's very clear that they claim that they went to various schools and submitted documents to that effect. But we have come up to prove the fact that they are lying. They did not go to school, and they claim they go to school. For instance, the candidate who claimed that he went to a primary school, he has primary school leaving certificate. On the certificate that he submitted, the admission number is clearly stated. On the admission list, the registrar of admission in the school, which we have attached to our process, the name of the person on the admission list is different. How can you not say you had admission? And then he claimed that, no, his name is somewhere else. Then you look at the name that he's claiming that he's somewhere else, different from that admission number. The name is different from what is being, what is contained on the testimonial. It is very clear. And once information as such gets to INEC, anybody that has knowledge of that kind of information, because when we are talking about people vying for election positions, there should be people that must be above board. They should not have any skeleton in their cupboard. That's why the law has made it very large that anybody who has this knowledge, because for you to lead others, you must have clean hands. And then look at his vice chairmanship candidate. He claimed that he had a grade 2 teacher certificate. This is a school that was abolished far in the early 90s. And then in 2011, that is when he is bringing us certificate that he was issued. One of the certificates was signed by the principal of a secondary school. This is somebody that claimed that he went to a teacher's grade 2 teacher's college. How can the principal of secondary school be the one that signed your certificate? That's not only that. Two of the certificates were also issued by Jigawa state government and Kano state government respectively. Okay, if you claim that you are in a school, at least it must be in one particular state. How can a school that you attended in one state, 2 states are issuing you with certificates? Those are the issues that we have brought before the court to help us look at, and many other issues of falsification of age and what have you. So that is our case against these people, that they are not qualified to contest the Bwari Area Council's chairmanship election scheduled for February 2022.
Okay, nothing much actually happened today because the processes that are supposed to be served on all the parties have not been fully complied with, and therefore the court have adjourned the matter to the 14th, when 14th of September, when hearing of the matter will take place. So nothing much actually happened. Well, these are issues that will be determined by the courts. But of course, if you see the court papers, you know that there is nothing like that. Oh well, my client is the candidate of the APC, yes.